Hello, Guardians. Today is March 24th, 2023. My name's DanFinity, and welcome to Destiny Digest. This has been a week, Guardians. Thank you so much to everybody who listens week over week. And for those of you who use this as a resource for upcoming events in the community, I know this past week I've been ill and not necessarily feeling 100%, but I'm glad to have your guys' support during this time. Thank you. This week in Destiny, we saw quite a bit of changes in the world of Destiny 2. On Tuesday, we received the mission Jailbreak in the EDZ. If you haven't played it, please take about 20 minutes and go do so. Maybe skip ahead the next minute. For those of you that have finished the mission, what did you think? It feels like Amanda's death was fairly forecasted early in the Lightfall cutscene, but the moment didn't hold the weight that I wanted out of it, especially for a character that we've known for going on 10 years. Maybe it's because she's a side character, but with everything that's been happening in the story for Lightfall and Defiance, and with the passing of Lance Reddick, Amanda's passing didn't hit me as hard as I'd like. I will say that the scene in the farm with Zavala mourning her loss, kneeling at her covered corpse, did nail me right in the heartstrings. However, in a universe where everyone can raise from the dead, I don't feel like losses like this aren't something that can't be bounced back from. Kind of like a paracausal version of bumping your knee. Nobody truly stays down for the count forever, unless you're Cade. Wednesday, we got to scope out a heap of changes coming to the Crucible playlist sometime in the near future in the Lightfall Crucible update blog post. A lot of these changes are targeted to mid-season, but some of them are now live, like updates to map and game mode waiting. Clash will be leaving quick play mid-season. Mid-season will also see new connection-based matchmaking and Crucible rotators incoming. For matchmaking, a data-driven explanation of Fireteam matchmaking was included in the blog post. Fireteam matchmaking has replaced the freelance playlist, meaning you can no longer access that node in Crucible. There's going to be some adjustments to Fireteam matchmaking, and we have some settings changes to look forward to for loose skill-based matchmaking. In the competitive division, they explained the competitive matchmaking and skill ratings, future skill ranking and matchmaking system adjustments, upcoming competitive rewards, which will be coming mid-season and beyond, as well as some quality of life improvements. Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris see some changes, Trials getting labs and new matchmaking rules, with Iron Banner promising some rift changes for solo players and PvE players. We'll also get some new and returning game modes in Countdown Classic, Countdown Respawn, Countdown Rush, and Checkmate. Since Wednesday, I've been seeing a lot of positive outlook on socials and from PvP voices I trust on the changes that they've outlined here, and hopeful that this will be the start of a huge positive swing in the Crucible scene. Specifically, I'm seeing good feelings toward the comp Ascendant emblems, or really any rewards out of the comp playlist. The Mercy changes from 1 loss to 2 being protected, and the 2 new pools, the Practice and Challenger pool, for Trials. Now, if Bungie can only figure out Iron Banner XP balancing to make it more worthwhile to play the game mode than to farm losses, we'll be cooking. This week at Bungie, we also got a shout about the Master version of Root of Nightmares appearing next week. With Master RoN, weekly challenges will emerge, with adept weapons behind the challenges for Master. These weapons will be able to have their perks enhanced later this season, but not at launch. But, you should still hold on to those weapons. I mean, come on. Nezarec will see some behavioral updates that will possibly change some of our Thunderlord well-lock ways in a future update. And we got some information pertaining to the jump pads killing players at higher frame rates, with 60 frames per second to 80 frames per second being the sweet spot for survival not caused by frames. They did say that they're looking into that for a future fix. On top of all of this, we do have GM Nightfalls picking up in the next few weeks, just to whet the appetite for any challenge seekers post-run. That's it. Short and sweet this week, Guardians. Next week, I'm hoping that I actually feel well enough to get an interview in on the episode. Wish me luck for that. My name's DanFinity. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and the TikTok at DanFinity, where the URLs. You can find me on Twitch 3 days a week, twitch.tv/DanFinity, helping Guardians out with RoN runs. If you'd like to support the show, remember to rate and review on your podcast platform of choice. Anything you say helps us in the algorithm. If you'd like to support the show, $3 a month, head on over to coffee.com/Danfinity. That is ko-fi.com/Danfinity. All the links are in the notes for the show. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you find what you're grinding for.